I was gonna say, yeah. Can we talk about One Piece for a second? 'Cause, like,
I mean, I don't really mind because I assume Ash is going to bring it up on what do you want to watch, but I have been watching it, and literally right before getting onto this, my brother heard I was watching it, so he was just yapping his ass off to me because my brother's like up to date. He's watched all of it, so
shit.
like the actual anime.
The actual anime, yeah.
It's good.
It's great. How good? Like, it's the live action is some good shit. Like, it's
Yeah. I think that's actually the only good anime adaptation I've ever seen.
And you know what's still I find crazy, and yes, it's review scores, and review scores are fucking opinionated, whatever, and they're whatever. IGN gave this a lower score than both Death Note, and I think the other one might have either been Bleach's or one of the other live action anime.
All I know is I think Ash is just going to laugh. And see, Ash can never hold, because Ash gave me shit because I gave so much crap to Cowboy Bebop and said it was absolute trash and refused
That's
to
what
watch
it was.
More of it.
Cowboy Bebop got rated higher than this as well.
I watched, I think, 2 episodes of that, and I stopped watching it and said it was terrible. Absolute ass. So you can no longer just say that I hate all anime adaptations, because I think this is very good, and Cowboy Bebop was, in fact, just trash.
No, it wasn't trash.
Whereas this is actually quite fun. I'm very much enjoying this. I've got 2 episodes left. I've watched 6 episodes. So.
Awesome. I've watched all 8 episodes.
I'm also just at the end of episode 6. So yeah.
Nice. Good shit. We won't talk about those 2 episodes at all. But
it's all right. My brother, I was just talking to my brother, and he blurts out a fucking spoiler. So I'm like, whatever. Fucking.
Yeah, that's shit.
He's like, that's not a spoiler. They don't do this in the show. I'm like, fucking. Well, the live action show is, I think, teasing the story a bit differently. But
yeah, it is.
Like,
it is. Actually, it's interesting how they're tackling the live action show, because like so like there is 1,080 episodes of the anime currently.
Yeah.
So
easy show to get into.
Oh fuck. I'll talk about that in a second. My life of getting into one.
I'm never gonna watch this show.
I literally so my life of getting into One Piece was I'm now like fully hooked on One Piece. It gets
good at 350 episodes.
Like it is that bad, right? It was episode 228 when it hooked me.
Oh.
When I was like fully like up until 228, it had taken me a better span of maybe 8 to 12 months of just watching episodes on and off every now and then. I was watching
it takes you 18 days. It takes you 428 hours, basically, which is 18 days of your life to watch.
It takes you that long before it gets good? What is this, Starfield?
No, oh my God, that's get out of here with that shit. It took episode 228, and I was watching English dubbed, and I would have it on my other monitor while I was either playing a game or doing something else, and then it piqued me, and then so that was like 2 weeks ago. 228 was 2 weeks ago. I'm now like 350 in the space of like a week and a half. Like it is. So I'm like fully in, and then it's interesting.
Have you changed the way you're watching it though?
I'm watching in Japanese as well. Like I am like fully paying attention to it now. Like it's not like the side thing. It is 100%. And I've worked out.
So you're listening in dub before.
I was listening in dubbed.
Now you're like.
Now I'm like, my 100% of my attention is on One Piece.
It only took you 300 episodes. 200.
It only took me 220 episodes, which is fucking insane. Yeah. So I'm never going to recommend anybody else watch it. I've worked out my problems with One Piece, and I think what they're doing with the series tackles this problem a little bit better.
Get rid of all the filler?
A little bit, but no, I love all of the stuff about the pirate world and the world government and the admirals and the navy and fucking everything that's like in the actual main island of One Piece. Every now and then you get to an arc where it's like, this is nothing. It's still canon, but this is like almost nothing to do with the main story at the moment. That's the shit that makes me drag. And like, there's one arc at like 150 that was the worst, and I almost quit and just stopped watching because of it. But no, this show, it's interesting how they're tackling the show. And you can see that they're tackling it in a way that they know that this show isn't going to get as far, or like kind of
it's not going to do 220 episodes.
It's not going to, or like,
it's not going to do 1,081 episodes.
it's not going to get to that point in the story. I feel like the writers are being realistic, and so there is at least one major reveal that is in the TV episode that doesn't actually happen until like 300 episodes in. That is,
can you say without spoilers?
Is it somebody being related to somebody else?
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So that's actually, I'll talk about that roughly. So all of Kobe's arc in live action, all of that is kind of added content. You get bits and pieces of Kobe.
I googled this. I was like, this motherfucker like as soon as the first episode where Luffy drops him off, right? I'm like, does this motherfucker keep showing up in the anime? Like, how's this work?
Does.
And then I find out, nah, he just like sort of disappears, come back every now and then, blah blah blah.
He comes back like
okay.
literally. So the same episode as that reveal was like 290 something or 300. That was the next time I'd seen Kobe since episode 1 or episode 2.
Okay,
was like 300,
right, so
which is very
was like episode 5, I think. So if we do 5 into 200 episodes, we should be.
like that's the thing.
Math.
I think very much it would be very weird in a TV series where they're like, okay, here's this character that seems kind of reasonably important. They're just not going to appear ever again, pretty much. And I guess the writers were like, no, we're going to study because Kobe's storyline overall is really interesting. His interaction with Garp is really interesting. Garp is slightly different in the show, in the live action show. He's a bit more probably serious is the right word for him. But no, it's great. There's I was worried about some of the more outlandish shit that is in One Piece.
Me too. And I'll go on record, and you can hear me say this on What Do You Want to Watch. I thought every trailer for this show looked terrible. And I was expecting
the last one I got kind of hyped for. The last trailer. The only thing that worried me in the last trailer was Sanji's kick. There's this kick in that trailer where Sanji like flies in from off screen. It looks fucking horrible. And I was like, oh, no, not Sanji, because Sanji's my favorite character. So I was very worried about how his fighting style was going to look and how him as a character. They fucking nailed it. I actually think I tweeted this. The casting for this show just goes so fucking hard across the board. Of like
playing Luffy is like I don't know. He must have been made for that character because
it's
even the behind the scenes stuff is like super great. Like they had him going to meet the actual voice, the Japanese
I found out
artist.
Is dubbing him in the Japanese version, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Fucking hilarious. And he met the actual like mangaka. Yeah. Even though they like blurred out his face because apparently
he's not very
but
he's been very involved with at least the writing and the live action.
Yes.
Well, he drew pictures for the whole cast or something I read and
and like even like the stuff like the ships, just seeing the ships and the environments, I'm like, oh shit, this actually looks awesome. Because some of the ship designs in
they
One
built
Piece,
all of it, which is the crazy.
And
put them on water.
I just think there's so much to it. It's so much fun. The pacing's great. I was in literally watching the first episode. I couldn't believe that it was like 44 minutes long or something for the episode. I was like, holy fuck.
No, this is like an hour each.
I think maybe it was an hour. Okay, maybe it's close to that.
I feel like every episode's been at least an hour, maybe 58
about
minutes.
45, 50 minutes, yeah.
And they're just I just think it's paced really well. They chop and change the stories how they feel like. They kind of adjust some of the stories. The one thing that I was like one of the criticisms I saw of IGN was like, oh, they've like stayed true to too much of the source material. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how is that a problem?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
no, I don't think that's the biggest problem with the Cowboy Bebop adaptation is they like played way too fast and loose for certain people's. Like they wanted to be a bit more true to the.
I feel like that as someone who has not watched the anime, but like what has watched anime obviously, and like I would agree one of my the biggest problems with Cowboy Bebop is they just tried too hard to just make live action and not focused on making a good, interesting show. I feel like this they've sort of hit the nail on the head in regards to this still has such wild, weird elements of the One Piece universe. Be that fucking like a dude who can turn into elastic, a fucking pirate who turns into many pieces, like a fish people. Yeah. There are so many like wild and
You
weird
know what?
things in
The
here.
one
But they hold it back in a lot of areas which help keep it grounded. In particular, the one I'm most happy to see is a lot of the fighting, although it's still anime-esque in the way there's a dude holding a fucking sword in his mouth and fighting with two swords, which is dumb as fuck. But it's still
it's
very
impressive
anime, right?
that they pulled it off.
But
though. Like,
the actual fighting is slowed down and is actually realistic. Like it's choreographed. It's not over the top special effects supervised. I think that's part of the reason the show works is because even though there's stupid over the top dumb characters doing things, it's actually just stunt people doing them, and they've slowed down a lot of the. I saw someone do a comparison with the old mate fighting the dude with the big fuck off sword. Posted on Twitter or X, whatever. Posted before like a comparison between the anime and the show, and I don't know if it was supposed to do it in a negative or a positive light, but I watched it. I was like, that's cool because like the anime version is anime as fuck. Like it's over the top, you know, like lots of spinny things and really fast movements. I'm like, cool. If they tried to do that in the show, it would have looked terrible in live action. So the fact they slowed the action down and still held the key elements, it's still a dude with a ridiculously oversized sword. It's still a dude fighting a dude with three swords with a fucking toothpick, but they slowed it down. It works. You know, like it's, yeah.
it was, I think the only time that something supernatural or like felt really weird is episode, it's probably like 4 or 5 or 6, which is when it's around Usopp's arc. Is Captain Kuro is supposed to be like the leader of the Black Cats, and he has this cat step that makes him go quick, and it just looks kind of odd in live action without any kind of, I don't know about explanation of why he can do it or anything like that. Like he's not a devil fruits user. It's just he is what he is, and he can do this cat step, and it just looks a bit off in live action. But other than, like, fuck, I think a lot of people were really worried about Luffy's rubber like kind of animations. I think they all look great. Like they all look awesome. Even the one where he blows himself up like a balloon, I was like, holy fuck, that actually looks good.
You know who's the most happy about this? Marvel. They're like, fuck yes, Captain. This is fantastic. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I think they've hit it and done it so well. I think what they've added and changed, how much more Buggy is not, I guess not much more Buggy in, because Buggy's in quite a lot of the early anime, but at the same time, how they've added in intersections to make him appear more throughout the show. Worked really fucking well and kind of tips off how there is stuff that they hint to in like the first episode or two that is clearly them setting up for the next season potentially. I think there's so much for both people who have never seen the show or never seen the anime or know nothing about the manga, compared to, and also for people who do love anime and do love One Piece and have read the manga and stuff. Like, I think it's great in just across the board with it.
I think the important thing of this to me is it's the first time I've seen an anime adaptation done where it feel like the people doing it actually just took a step back and just adapted it like you would anything else. And this is the same conversation I have about games often, where instead of focusing on like making sure the fans love it and making it as like one-to-one adaptation as possible, it's like they went to the whiteboard and went like, what's actually important to like what's the characterizations of these characters to make it important, what's like the world elements to make this important, and what's the really over the top stuff that like is just going to not work in live action, and let's sort of just get rid of that or not do it as much, and then like let's focus on what'll make this a successful show, not a successful show that One Piece fans will like, but just a successful show, you know, like full stop. How do I get people to watch this who have never watched the fucking anime? Like, because it's like, I understand that the anime is very popular, but if Netflix wants this to be worth the money they put into it, you can't just rely on the people watching the anime to watch the show to pay your bills, you know? Like, it's not how it works.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very much enjoying it, and I'd hope they get more. And I think they've sort of worked, like I did a Google before of like when they reckon the anime the manga is supposed to finish, and what I could tell, Google says like a couple years from now. So it sort of works out as a good time. Like if they, you know, by the time they catch up, then the live action would still have like they're sort of at a good time, I guess. Like the ending will come and they'll still have seasons left, sort of. I don't know.
I don't know. I'd be interested to know how, because this only covers the first, I think it's like 50 episodes. I think roughly.
Yeah, but they're never going to have
top of my
1,000
head,
episodes.
even.
I mean, it seems like they
but
could
that's the
easily
thing.
get like 10 plus seasons out of this show.
But the thing is, I would be amazed if they cover all the stories. Like,
I reckon they happily will if it gets the views.
I think it'll be amazing if they cover it, and just like shit in at least this section is still a bit more reasonably grounded in areas, whereas people's powers start going, even Luffy's powers in like 200 episodes time start going off the walls in terms of the anime section. Like, it is, I'd be really interested to see how and what they do. And like, you know, like the biggest challenge, they're actually the biggest first big hurdle they're going to face is in the next season's worth of the show, when they bring in the character Chopper, who is like an animated reindeer that can,
that's the character I know, because that character's on every fucking piece of artwork I ever see. For
I mean, they've already done Chopper in live action, am I right? But Dylan?
A Star Wars joke for everyone.
Yeah.
That's good. Fuck else I was going to say. How'd you get? I'm going to ask you. How'd you get COVID?
I have no fucking clue. Dad and me had it.
What?
Yeah, no, I've had COVID since I've tested positive Tuesday night. Might have been the flu.
You're the one with COVID and not Dylan?
Yeah, I copped COVID. Like on Tuesday.
It's like, I've got COVID, but I'm pretty chill. I'm like, I don't have COVID, but I think I am dying. Like,
my dad had a cold or flu like Monday and Tuesday, and I was like, okay. Tuesday at work, I'm like, I'm going downhill fucking quick. I can feel myself feeling like shit as the day progresses. I will do a lot of work today to prep myself to work from home tomorrow, and then go from there. I get home, mum and dad are like, fuck it, just do a COVID test. I was like, all right. Did a COVID test. Hey, you're positive. Well, what the fuck? Okay. Wednesday morning was the fucking worst. Wednesday morning, I was like stuck in bed. Body was just sore. It like hurt to sneeze or to cough. I was in real bad shape. And then it's just slowly gotten back to normal in terms of just, I guess, normal effects of a cold at the moment. Like, it's nothing insane anymore. So when I messaged Dylan yesterday to talk about stuff, and he's like, yeah, I was like, hey, I got COVID, so I've got time to do this stuff. And he's like, yeah, I've been dead since like Monday. I was like, oh, well, fuck.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck happened. So I flew up to.
You don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I know what the fuck. What? No, I don't know what the fuck happened, because you and Buddy aren't sick, as far as I'm aware, right?
That's so hard.
What?
We're hard.
Fuck off. I'm assuming I must have caught something either at the airport or like on the plane, because I feel like that's the most likely place you are to catch something, right?
Yeah, probably.
Because I think I just had like a mild flu or like something or some bug, because it definitely wasn't a cold, because like I was like, this is way worse than a cold. It was like, I don't know. Tuesday I recorded with Ash, right? So I get back Monday from Brisbane. I was fine. Mostly. I record Tuesday. I'm a little bit sniffly. I'm like just morning sniffles or whatever. And then I edited Platt. And then once I got done, I just suddenly like felt everything die within me. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Like, I feel like all of a sudden I just felt fucked. I'm like, I'm just going to go have a nap. I'm like, maybe, hopefully, like, I was like, I think I just need a nap. Maybe I'll feel better. Like, it was a big weekend. Like, I'll just relax, and, you know, like, maybe I just need to sleep. So I went and had like a 5-hour sleep, or fucking 5-hour quote unquote nap. And I'll wake up and I'm just like fucking like sneezing, snot. My fucking eyes won't stop watering. I can't remember what day it was. I think it was like Friday or Thursday. I woke up. I couldn't open my eyes. They were fucking sealed shut with gunk or some disgusting shit across them. Like, I've never had that much shit come off my eyelids in my life. It was disgusting. So I hope you enjoy listening to that. Yeah, it was terrible. And I like, no matter the pills I took, I just couldn't stop. I couldn't even like watch, like I was trying to watch TV, and I think the distance and the light was too much. It just kept making my eyes water more and more. So I ended up just watching stuff only on my laptop, like next to me, where I could turn the brightness down. And that was like the level of distance plus brightness where I could like sort of happily watch stuff. It's like sort of like met in the middle. But yeah, it sucked. It was horrible. I hated everything about it. And I blame Brisbane, really, because if I didn't go to Brisbane, there wouldn't have been fucking sickos giving it to me on the plane. Yeah, Brisbane was good. Other than that,
bloody Bris Vegas.
What do you reckon, Ash?
Yeah, I mean,
well, let me tell you about my Brisbane.
you don't know. Maybe it was the people in the actual Tasmanian airport, that you got it from.
No, I was pretty in and out of there fast.
No.
So people who don't. So I
it was all the Tasmanians going back to Queensland. No, so I mean, it's all the Tasmanians' fault.
It's not a real thing. My flight got delayed too, so I had to sit in a fucking shitty airport for like an extra 90 minutes. So, so people don't know. I flew up to Brisbane on Saturday last week. No, not Saturday.
Yes.
That just went. Yes.
Yeah,
no.
Saturday just went. Yeah. No, well,
the previous Saturday. Not the most recent Saturday.
Yeah. Because it's Saturday today
Time is
for
a blur.
Last Saturday in August.
Last Saturday in August. I flew up to I left work. I went to work in the morning. Went to Court Airplane. Got off the airplane. Got picked up by Buddy's lovely wife at the airport. Thank you, Kim. She dropped me off to...
Had you ever met Kim before?
Yeah. What do you reckon? I was like, hey, nice to meet you. No, I know. I've met Kim.
Did you recognize her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you said, doesn't sound very confident.
No, I recognize her. My problem was that Buddy sent me a picture of his fucking car, and I was like, cool, a fucking black car. Let me try and recognize that in the middle of the fucking
Did you
night.
just walk up to every car holding up the picture next to it? Just been like,
No. Then we went to, where'd we go? What's that
Went
place
to
called?
Netherworld.
Went to Netherworld, the world famous Netherworld that I hear Buddy talk about all the time and everything. So that was very good. That was they had
a gaming bar that's still open.
Oh, holy shit! Holy shit! This man's just committed a crime. A fucking hate crime on this show.
That was an esports bar. That's different.
My dog has just come to be worried about it. My dog's worried. Oh, it's okay, Harley. You didn't mean it.
It was an esports bar. Completely different.
You didn't mean it. Oh,
hell.
Completely different.
I know, boys. I know, boys.
Audience.
You didn't mean it.
So shocked.
You didn't
anyway.
mean it, boys.
Yeah, Netherworld was good. They had lots of arcade games and like good food that was lactose free. So, double points for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. My stomach appreciated that. Beat Buddy in Point Break. That was good shit. Just want to get that one out there. What
you
else?
guys went and saw some wrestling.
Fucking Mario Kart shit. Yeah, well, not yet. I was trying to
we went. Yeah,
so then we got home.
Dylan is terrible.
No,
at Mario
you guys
Kart.
are meandering.
Went to some
you are meandering.
punk bar.
Yeah, we went to some punk bar. That's right. I went to some punk bar. Terrible dude on the mic or something. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. Anyway,
He was playing the drums. That was the thing. Remember,
guys? This is the filler that needs to be cut out of anime. Okay, just fucking chop it up.
No.
Live action your story.
I'm just trying to explain. I'm trying to explain how intense this night was. So get to Buddy's place at like 2 a.m.
Then we went to.
Oh my God.
We went to McDonald's.
No, that's true. But we also went to the church that's turned into a bar.
Oh, that's right.
They had a Lena Del Rey tribute.
Yeah, and I didn't know she died. I didn't know she died. Did anyone else know this? Do you know Lena Del Rey died?
Do you mean Lana Del Rey?
Lana Del Rey. Did you know she died?
She did not die. There is no shot.
I didn't know you could do tribute nights unless you were dead. But apparently you can. Anyway, fucking Brisbane people. Tell you what.
Yeah.
Well,
so do that.
Wait. Hold up a second. What do you mean? There's
they were doing a tribute show.
There's like ABBA tribute shows that are on that my parents go to see all the time, and none of those people are
they're
dead.
dead.
No, they're not.
They are. They're dead. Pretty sure they are.
ABBA the band is dead, so
yeah. Lana Del Rey the band is not dead.
Isn't she a person?
I don't know. Who's to say? She ain't playing video.
Are they
games,
like the
that's
Lana
for
Del Rey
sure.
experience?
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking
Okay.
Anyway, so we get home. We go to Buddy's at like 2 o'clock.
Oh my God!
Right. So it's like 2 a.m. By the time I go to say, Ash goes home, See you later. Ash is gone. So then we go to bed about half an hour later. It's about 2:30, I think, at this point. 2:30. We had to watch a fucking Tranquillo Club video about old.
Like, can we stop for a second? Right? I need to hear about. Wait. I need to hear about Ash's journey home because I feel like Ash's journey home would be the equivalent to the Beard's night out on Ted Lasso. Like Ash just got into some.
Pretty boring.
Okay, that's sad. Okay, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, Buddy just drove me back to my place. That was it.
Oh, that's sad. Damn.
See you later, lad. Go to bed. Wake up at I can't remember, like 8 o'clock or 7:30 or something.
Oh shit!
So we're already running on like 4 or 5 hours sleep here, and I'd been to work in the morning and everything. So this is what I'm saying. I'm giving you the full effect here because it was a big fucking weekend, right? So then wake up. I attempt to sneak downstairs at Buddy's place. I want to point this out. I had to piss something bad. Attempt to sneak downstairs, take one slight step onto his creak of stairs. Straight away, Kenny. I'm like, oh fuck. I fucked it now, didn't I? Fucking go downstairs, take my leak, come out the door. The whole family's up. All right, fuck me, guys. Him, Buddy, Kenny, all looking at me like, look what you did now.
You could get super kicked.
Fucked it there. So me and Buddy go watch Talk to Me. You can hear my thoughts on the latest episode of What Do You Want to Watch. It was very good. I was very happy to see that. I had to leave Tasmania to watch Talk to Me.
Did you get to go to like one of the bougie cinemas that Buddy goes to, or is it just
we did after this.
Okay.
No, this one was at like a mainstream.
It was like a Hoyts or something. Yeah. Or okay.
No, I can't remember what it was.
More like a Birch Crown Coil, I guess. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we went back to Buddy's. Ash picked us up, and we went to a bougie cinema.
Okay.
New Farm Cinemas.
New Farm Cinemas. And that was a bougie cinema. And we watched Past Lives there. Very good. We all loved it. Made us all contemplate life at the end, but that was very good.
Relationships,
so
life.
Relationships, life. Then we go get Dins. Grilled. I'll enjoy some grilled. That's good stuff. Yep. Then we go to this wrestling. Me and Ash's...
The main event.
First live... I know Ash has said he's seen something at Supernova. It doesn't count. First live wrestling event.
An indie show as well. Not even like
fucking good shit.
like I've been to a WWE live event in Australia a couple of times now, but indie. Okay, indie.
It was good shit. I loved it. I have no bad words to say. In fact, I think if anything, it just made me want to go to more like indie wrestling shows. To be completely honest, I thought it was fantastic.
Another reason to move to fucking Melbourne. You dork.
I may have brought tickets for a Melbourne show already, and I've got to figure out the rest after this fact. So yeah, yeah. What do you reckon, Ash?
No, it was really good. Obviously, I didn't know anybody who was on the show.
You didn't even know
anyone at all.
I knew Vikingo.
I was going to say you got to.
And Joe Janela.
Makito?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Makito.
The cutest girl in the world.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Other than that.
Maki Ito, did she sing herself to the ring?
No, because she comes in with her and Nick Gage's music because they're a tag team in GCW.
Yeah.
So MDK. Maki Def Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Makes sense.
Yeah. I got to explain all the references.
Yeah. So, yeah. It was a lot of fun. Really fun show. Lots of craziness. We had ridiculously good seats.
Yeah. Thanks to me being fast on the fucking ticket purchase there.
I mean, there was a bit of a nervous moment there because we had seats 5 to 7, right?
Yeah.
In row A. And the sign said A 1 to 7. There was 6 seats.
We're sitting there going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know. I might have to, I might be sitting.
And then the two dudes sit down next to me because it's like, so it's Ash on the end, Buddy, and then me. And then 2 dudes sit down to the right of me, would like take up next 2 seats. And we're like, what seat are you? And they're like, oh, this and this. We're like, okay, well, fuck. I hope no one comes along with like seat number 1 or whatever because like we're out of seats here.
We're out of chairs.
So, yeah, chairs. No one ever come.
No, there was only 5 of us in the 6 seats. So
yeah, 5 of us.
Yeah.
So.
No, nobody wanted the front. But yeah, it was crazy. For the most part, we were pretty safe.
Ash got hit in the head once. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a glancing blow in my legs. But other than that, and Viking Go just went straight past my head. But other than that,
oh shit. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Pretty. Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
we had really good seats, like right on
like-
the aisle,
look,
of
right on the aisle
entrance.
at the entrance ramp.
Yeah,
Like if you look into looking for the show that they went to, like the
on Fight.
video footage on Fight, like they're there. You can see them the entire show.
We are on the hard cam.
You could pay for it just to watch them and just watch the
I did.
three of them.
Prob-
Like Dylan did is we got screenshots in our group chat of moments of them.
so watching it at the airport. It was good shit. I was like, it was bad live, but it was worthwhile watching back. So many.
Yeah,
good
that
moments.
Viking Co. Crazy spot from the ring post.
Yeah, crazy spot from the ring post. Which when we watched live, we were like, how the fuck do you do that? And you know, you watch it on the video, and you're still like, how the fuck do you do that? I don't know, because he's Vikingo, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I will
first
say, I'm pretty sure the guy sitting across the aisle from me was a plant.
no. He was just
You-
mega fan.
Or like a professional fan. You know?
No,
I
he
think
was a pro fan. I heard him talking to people on the way in. He knew everyone. Like he knew fucking everyone. So
No, but I think, they knew he was going to get the crowd riled up because he is that type of person. So they made sure he was there in a prominent spot.
we were discussing
He
afterwards.
got comp seats, I reckon.
We were discussing afterwards, like how much, like sort of, I guess, especially for indie shows and stuff, like the show, like being enjoyable for everyone else is also sort of somewhat reliant on you as the audience being good for the
100%.
wrestlers as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that's wrestling in general, to be perfectly honest. If you watch wrestling
Yeah.
with shit crowds, like it's not fun. And the wrestlers know it's not fun. And like it's not fun. So
And
you
I'd say
need
we
to-
had a good crowd. It was very lively. Very lively crowd we had. I as I pointed out, I'm disappointed you can't hear it better, but I love that I got to tell Steph DeLanda to get a real belt, and she told me to go fuck myself. So I love that.
What was the other thing that you said? You said something else to her as well.
I started yelling. I only had a couple of drinks in me, but I was starting to yell shit at wrestlers a bit too much. I was getting into it, it's good shit. I feel like it was my first wrestling show, but I guess you watch enough wrestling, you can just fall into the, how to be a good crowd member and not be a shitty crowd member and stuff like that. So,
but yeah, some of the chants were very amusing.
there was a part there, my favorite one, and you can watch it, and it's in the live stream, is old mate brings out a fucking door to crash through, which never breaks when they try and go for it, which is very funny. But the first second he starts bringing it out, the chant becomes Bunnings Warehouse, Mitre 10, Bunnings Warehouse.
I'm surprised Mitre 10's
That's
even
good
still
shit.
big enough to get that competition going.
Apparently it is. So that was quite a lot of fun. Yeah, it was it was like mostly, I guess, very interactive matches, which makes it good for, like, it's definitely more of it was a show that's a lot more enjoyable being there, because a lot of the wrestling was more like either comedy wrestling or like just story matches, like not technical wrestling. There was a few like more technical stuff, especially the last match with Vikingo. I thought was actually very good.
Yeah, and Mitch Ryder, whose
Mitch
mum
Ryder,
was in the audience cheering him
Really?
on pro family. Yeah.
So that was all good. Yeah, so it definitely was like a technical show apart from those couple matches. I mean, you had literally a dude come out with a fucking crocodile, so I don't know what
Yeah,
else to talk
Outback Jack.
No, Outback Adam.
Outback Adam, sorry.
What are you doing?
Sorry. Came out with his crocodile. Do you know
Which-
do you want to
you
guess
know
what the
how-
crocodile's
you know
name
how-
was? Do you want to guess what the crocodile's name was?
Steve.
Yes.
Because I want to say this, like, there's a moment where fucking Joey Janela starts beating up Outback Adam's crocodile and like fucking stomping on him and stuff, and Outback Adam's on the outside of the ring, get like freaked out, and then Outback Adam gets in the ring and runs around with this fucking blown up crocodile, chucks it at Joey Janela, and it fucking hits him with the biggest suicida dive force of a crocodile I've ever seen. Joey Janela goes flying over the barricade into the fucking crowd. Good shit. Wrestling's fun. I looked up, by the way, on the drive home. It was like, how the fuck was that other dude who came out with Steph? Like, there must be a story there why he was like beating up Outback Adam's Crocodile Steve. I found out that yes, the show before in Melbourne, they had a 3-way for the title, and he was in it and he lost. There you go. If everyone playing,
That makes
at home.
sense.
Yeah,
There you go.
There was a storyline.
Mm.
Yes, it was very good. I would like to watch more. of the wrestling live. It was a lot of fun.
And then
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like shocking to say I enjoyed wrestling because I like watching fucking wrestling, but like.
Did you guys then stay up to watch All Out?
Oh fuck yeah, and finished the story. Holy shit. Right. So we go home, right? So we go home. Well, go home. We go to Buddy's place, right? So I think we get back to Buddy's around like, I don't know, 10, 9:30, 10-ish, something like that by the time we're done.
Okay. Oh.
And All In starts at
like 3 or 4?
3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Cool. So we got like we got time, right? So we're like, no, we'll stay awake. We'll do it for sure. No worries. This will be super easy. Buddy puts on the fucking F1. We're sort of watching that. We're playing a board game.
I mean, it was a crazy race.
It was actually a crazy race. Like it was actually enjoyable.
Dylan watching F1. Holy shit.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, it was actually an intense race. And was playing a board game, Skulls, which was quite fun as well. Very easy to learn. We could learn it half fucking dazed and asleep and watching F1. So that was all fun. I think it got to around, I'm going to say maybe 12:30. And I said, nah, I'm fucking done, guys. Like, I was like, if I'm gonna do this 3 o'clock thing, I'm gonna go have a nap.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a nap. I'm gonna be the smart one. I'm gonna be the one here that says, no, I'm out. I gotta have a nap. Because we had to was it 3 or was it 2? No, it was 2. 0 hour was 2 or was it 3?
0 hour would have been 2.
I think we.
Yeah, so 2. So 2 was when we wanted to get up. Right. Yes. So it was around, that makes more sense. I was like, I got that much sleep? No, 2 makes more sense. So I was like 12:30. I leave Ash and Buddy downstairs. I go upstairs. I'm like, I'm going to have a fucking nap. I put my headphones in. I just put some fucking rain noise on or whatever. And I set an alarm for 1:45. I'm like, cool, I can get like an hour and a half, maybe, depending on how fast I go to sleep.
How dare
Don't
they
forget,
put
I'm running on
matches on during 0 hour? Come on, guys. What the
I know, it's crazy. So my fucking alarm goes off. I wake up at like 3 o'clock on the dot. Apparently I slept through the first one. 2 o'clock on the dot. I slept through the first one. I hear voices downstairs, like people talking back and forth. Now, I thought it was Mikey, who we knew was coming as well. Buddy's mate, and you would have heard him on Radio Watson as well several times. I thought it was them all talking. He must be here. I sneak downstairs. Nope, not there. The noise, some motherfucker being interviewed on F1, and what do I see on the floor? Buddy and Ash pass the fuck out. They're asleep. They're asleep. I'm like, cool.
We're just resting our eyes, Dylan. Just resting our eyes.
They're gone, right? I flick the channel. I put it over to All In. The volume goes up about 10 decibels. You know, when you switch between different channels, and suddenly it's like way louder and stuff like that. They apparently still don't wake. I'm like, all right, I'll give them a minute. I go and take a piss. I come back out, and they're sliding to like, I was waiting the whole time. I know what you're talking about. So yeah, I don't know what stage they slept, but somewhere between me going upstairs, coming down. Now, so then Mikey turns up. We watch 0 hour.
Sorry, just super quickly, Ashley. Was there a conscious decision for you both to fall asleep, or did you like one of the other, or both at the same time, or what was the?
No, I got to a lying down position, and then I definitely was like, I'll just rest my eyes for a little bit.
Okay.
Micro nap.
Now, micro naps, I'll come back to because Ash fucking killed it with the micro naps. Now, me and Buddy talked the next day. We both agreed that we were like, after our little hour and a half, whatever it was, nap that we had, we were both good until around the main event. Main event time, I'm starting to be
the main event was when I woke up. I woke up roughly as I had just been like, I wasn't going to watch it live. I woke up because I had worked that day. So I woke up as the main event, as MJF and Adam Cole walking out. Only because first I opened Twitter X. I opened that when I woke up, and it was like the first thing was like a 30 seconds ago. Here's MJF making his way to the ring. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like,
turn it on. All I know is like the main event was just about to start, and Kim had come downstairs, and she was like, "How's it going, boys?" And I would just be like, "Yep." Like I'm like, just no more talking. I just need to focus. I can enjoy this, and then I'm good. Now, that me and Buddy when he took me to the airport next day, he said the same thing. Like, he started sort of dying around the same time. It was fine. I got through the main event, and then we went to sleep afterwards and whatever else. That was fine. Now, Ash over here, meanwhile, he had a micro nap every match. It was crazy. Like, he would watch the entrance, micro nap for about 20 minutes of it, wake up, and then you'd look over, old mate would be there like, he'd be gone. Sometimes like the snores would be louder than the fucking actual show. And then you'd look over the next second and he'd be like, hey, I'm like, motherfuckers. You'll see that thing, that thing where people like sleep and then they wake up and they're suddenly like, yeah.
Ash, I know, I'm all about that. The years of used to getting up to go to a friend's house to watch Overwatch League at like 5 a.m. of like the times where I'm like, I swear I've blinked and I've been gone for 10 minutes. Like I've blinked.
I think it got really quiet there at one stage and like it went silent just in a perfect moment just to hear. And I remember just Mikey looking over and be like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Yeah, I don't remember the Jericho Osprey match at all.
Oh, what? That's like the worst match you could have missed. Oh my god.
Yeah. It was good shit. But yeah, Ash was I think he had a nap for every match. I don't think at a single point did I look over in a single match and go, just not see him at least have a 5-minute nap. It worked out because I mean there was a stage where like when he left the next morning, I was for a split second gonna go, is that motherfucker right to drive? And then I was like, wait, no. He's had 5 hours sleep.
just collectively throughout the
he's fine. Like he's added up his little micro naps. He's ready to sleep. So then I proceeded. I was like, fuck it. I think it was 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, cool. So my flight is at 1:30, right? So I'm like, I've got
like a psycho.
Yep. I have some time to go to sleep and all that sort of stuff. I go to sleep. I get about an hour and a half sleep because the motherfucker next door decides it's 10 a.m. and whatever, or no, 9:30. And this motherfucker's like, oh, I can use a leaf blower or some shit, whatever the fuck's going on there.
Monday.
How rude. Yeah, think about me. Think about me. And then I was like, fucking. And then I was in Buddy's study, and the blinds in there are not made for sleeping. They're like sunblock, huh? You what, cunt? You know, like they're like, yeah, son, have some. Anyway, so I woke back up and I just went downstairs. I ended up playing with fucking Kenny for like an hour, and then Buddy came down. And I was like, cool, fucking take me home. And I was like, it was such a whirlwind weekend where I was like, it was just like, did I sleep? Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure that didn't contribute to you being sick or anything.
I reckon. Well, here's what I think. My legit answer is I definitely feel like I caught something, and I think my lack of sleep like let it in, like had my
your immune system was down.
My immune system was down, I think, is the problem. I think because it's not like you didn't get enough sleep so you caught a bug. That's not like how bugs work. I think I caught a bug and my immune system was just wide open, like I got nothing. We got this motherfucker didn't rest us for the last 48 hours. Come on in. You want to make us sick? Yeah, come on, here we go. Come fuck me hard, you know. So, anyway, that was my trip to Brisbane. It was wild. Yeah, and never do it again. No, maybe I don't know. Good fun.
We'll sleep next time.
We'll see. I like how when I get back and everyone's like, "Oh, how much did you drink? You must have gone wild." I'm like, "Drink? Barely drank anything. Lack of sleep, different story." Like, fucking, that was the more of the problem. Anyway, do it all again in about a month at PAX. Good time. All right, let's record. Okay, couch.